Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden messages in your favorite company's filings. And today we're diving into Enhabit Incorporated's latest report. You will not believe what they are talking about for their future and where they are heading. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, if you like getting clear, no-nonsense breakdowns of corporate reports just like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And hey, we've got a thriving community over on Discord discussing these filings too. The link is in the description box below, so join us. So what is the big news here? Enhabit Incorporated is getting ready to talk to investors at a big healthcare conference. This is where they usually share their strategy and outlook. Think of it like a big presentation where they tell everyone what they've been up to and what their plans are. We're going to look behind the scenes at what they might be presenting and what it means for the company. This report is filed under a section of law that basically means they are giving us an update on important company events. It is not a regular super long report like an annual filing, but it is filed when something significant happens. The date of this report is the 29th of September 2025. This tells us that the information we are about to get is very recent, right up to the date of the filing. This is the US Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC for short. They are the government agency that makes sure companies are being honest and transparent with their investors. Think of them as the referees of the stock market. The company we are looking at is Enhabit Incorporated. They are a healthcare company, and from what we can gather, they are involved in services like skilled nursing and home healthcare. This tells us about their stock. They have common stock, which is what most people buy when they invest in a company. This stock is traded on the New York Stock Exchange, a very well-known stock exchange. This part is just showing us that their stock is listed on a major exchange. It's a good sign that the company is big enough and established enough to be traded publicly on such a prominent exchange. This section is all about Regulation FD, which stands for Fair Disclosure. Basically, this rule means that when a company releases important information, they have to tell everyone at the same time. They can't tell one big investor something before telling the general public. It's meant to level the playing field for all investors. So here it is. The main point of this filing is to let everyone know that the top leaders of Enhabit, the CEO and the CFO, are going to be speaking at a big healthcare conference. They will be having a fireside chat, which is just a casual but informative conversation. This is important because it's a chance for them to share updates and talk about their company's direction. They will be speaking on the 30th of September. 2025. The good news is that even if you cannot attend the conference, you can watch it live online or catch the replay. They are making it accessible, which is great for transparency. And here is the really interesting part for us. They are attaching the actual investor presentation that will be used at the conference. This means we get to see what they are going to say and what their key messages are. This is like getting an early look at their official pitch to investors. This section is where they list all the extra documents they are including with this report. This exhibit number 99.1 is the investor presentation we just talked about. This is what we need to dig into to understand what is really going on with Enhabit. This is standard stuff for SEC filings. It's a technical detail about how the information is formatted for computers to read, but it doesn't give us any juicy insights into the business itself. Now, let's talk about what is inside that investor presentation. While we don't have the full text of the presentation here, the fact that they are filing it with the SEC means it contains information deemed important for investors. Usually these presentations will highlight revenue growth, profitability, strategic initiatives, and perhaps touch upon upcoming challenges and opportunities. Since this filing is primarily about announcing participation in a conference and attaching an investor presentation, it doesn't contain detailed financial tables directly within the 8K form itself. However, the attached exhibit 99.1, the investor presentation, would typically be where you find those key financial numbers and the story behind them. In my experience, these presentations often focus on the positives. So our job is to read between the lines. Think about Enhabit. They operate in the healthcare services sector, which is constantly evolving. Factors like an aging population, changes in healthcare policy, and competition all play a big role. When they present at a conference, they are trying to convince investors that they are well positioned to navigate these factors and grow their business. Let us imagine what they might be highlighting. They could be showcasing a successful expansion into new markets, improvements in operational efficiency, leading to higher profit margins, or the development of new services that address unmet patient needs. They will likely present graphs and charts showing upward trends in key performance indicators. For instance, in a typical healthcare services presentation, you might see numbers related to patient visits, referral rates, or average revenue per Pascal client. If they are showing significant growth in patient visits, it suggests they are attracting more patients, which is a good sign of demand. Similarly, if they are reporting an increase in average revenue per Pascal client, it could mean they are offering more valuable, higher margin services or have successfully implemented price adjustments. We would also expect them to talk about their strategy. Are they focusing on organic growth, meaning growing their existing operations, or are they looking at acquisitions to expand their reach? Are they investing heavily in technology to improve patient care or streamline their back office operations? These are the kinds of strategic questions their presentation will likely address. One thing to always be mindful of with investor presentations is that companies tend to put their best foot forward. They will emphasize their successes and frame challenges in a way that shows they have a plan to overcome them. It's our job as viewers of Corporate Decoder to be a bit skeptical and look for the underlying reality. For example, if they boast about revenue growth, we want to know if that growth is coming from new customers or if it is just from raising prices. If their costs are also rising faster than revenue, then that revenue growth might not translate into much more profit. In the world of healthcare, cost management is crucial. Rising labor costs, for instance, can significantly impact profitability. We would also look for any mention of risks or uncertainties. Are there upcoming regulatory changes that could affect their business? Are they facing intense competition from other providers? A good presentation will acknowledge these risks and outline how the company plans to mitigate them. Think about the broader healthcare landscape. There is a continuous push for efficiency and value. Companies that can demonstrate they provide high quality care at a reasonable cost are the ones that will likely succeed in the long run. Enhabit's presentation will aim to paint a picture of them as one such company. Ultimately, this filing is all about previewing Enhabit's narrative for investors. They are using this opportunity to communicate their strengths and future potential. They will be trying to build confidence and attract investment. Our task is to analyze these messages critically, using our decoder skills to understand the implications beyond the headlines. Now, looking at Enhabit's situation more broadly, they operate in a critical but challenging sector. The demand for their services like home health and hospice care is expected to grow due to an aging population. This presents a significant opportunity. However, the industry is also highly competitive and regulated, with pressures to control costs and deliver measurable outcomes. Their strength lies in the essential nature of their services. People will always need healthcare. Their weakness could lie in managing operational costs and adapting to changing reimbursement models from government payers like Medicare and Medicaid, which are often a large part of their revenue. They need to constantly prove their value and efficiency. A notable risk for companies like Enhabit is employee retention and recruitment, especially among skilled healthcare professionals. High turnover can disrupt operations and increase costs. Another opportunity could be the integration of technology for remote patient monitoring and improved care coordination, which can lead to better patient outcomes and potentially lower overall healthcare costs. In conclusion, Enhabit Incorporated, through this filing, is signaling their intent to present a positive outlook at the Jefferies Healthcare Services Conference. The attached investor presentation is the key document to watch for their latest performance metrics and strategic direction. While they are in a growing market, the operational and regulatory challenges they face are substantial. Their success will hinge on their ability to deliver quality care efficiently and adapt to the evolving healthcare landscape. Alright, that is our preview of Enhabit Incorporated's latest disclosure. What do you think Enhabit will focus on at this conference? Are you excited about the healthcare services sector? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more corporate insights like this. And don't forget to join our Discord community for even more discussion. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.